Hi, I'm Qyiana.
And I'm Kadeja with ThisIsRnB.com, and we're here with the Grammy Award-winning singer, actress, author, and the next generation of the legendary gospel powerhouse group, the Clark Sisters, Kierra Sheard-Kelly. Welcome.
Hello. Thank you so much for the welcome.
Yes. We are so glad to have you here tonight.
Thank you.
Let's just talk about your latest album, Pierre The Deluxe. How was it working with your beautiful mother on Something Has to Break, which is a great, really empowering worship song, and working with Missy Elliott and Camper?
Oh my God, it was so special. It was so liberating, and it was like pinch me at any moment because it was such an easy process. And I was just blessed to be able to have this opportunity to share with such legends and geniuses, if you allow me to say it that way.
Yeah.
Missy Elliott, we know what she's done in the game. Kierra Sheard, we know what she's done in the game, and their movie just hit and made history on Lifetime. So it was really a blessing. And then DJ Camper, he's doing his thing, and it's just amazing. He's a monster as well. So I just counted a blessing. It was a learning experience also, and a challenge to see that you have to continue to work and don't think that you've just arrived and that's just it. You know, always find ways to continue to, I don't like to say recreate yourself, but to see yourself grow, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. So what would you say is your favorite song off of the album?
Ooh, that's so hard because it's so good.
I
know. It's so good. And I'm not boosting my head up. I'm not blowing smoke. It's really a good project. Like, there's literally a song for every moment in our lives. Well, I'll say for me, and I've even listened to my supporters just to hear the reviews and things of that sort. But from the Deluxe project, there's a song called Out of My Mind that's so personal, but so many people can connect with it. And it's so many of us that live in our minds and we don't admit to it until it's like, oh, you thought like that? Okay, then now I can let it out. And that's actually a form of healing. So this song actually hit home for me because it was a form of therapy. And then Something Has to Break, making a declaration, and then you making that declaration with your mom, a legend who has lived it through faith, you know what I'm saying? And then you got Grace. I could go on and on and on. Grace is a song that really empowered me because you know how sometimes you just have all of these great things happening in your life, and sometimes you feel bad, and it's like, I don't know how to have other people embrace all of the blessings that I'm overwhelmed with. So you feel like you got to make excuses or dummy down what God is doing in your life. And in this song, it's like, listen, it's just a grace that rests on my life, and I don't have to apologize for that. So I could go on and on and on, but I'll stop there.
Yeah. Grateful is definitely my favorite song off of the album. I mean, all of them are great, but yeah, definitely.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Comes in hard with the beat. I loved it. I listened to the whole album. I think it's something, like you said, on there for everybody. You can jam to it. You can go, praise.
Yes.
So it takes you through, a bunch of emotions and different, experiences. The album is an experience.
Okay?
Yes. That's what it should have been called.
Experience. Exactly.
Absolutely. And I think, to your point, like you said, it gives a little bit of everything. You find a happy medium. So if you want to still have faith in your atmosphere and make sure you setting the tone for your vibe, you still can have this inspiration, but it doesn't have to have the churchy approach. But if you want to play the record on Sunday and you want to feel like you in church, you got some songs for that too. Just put it in shuffle. So absolutely.
Right. Absolutely. Yes. Let's just jump right into your book. Owning the Woman God Made You to Be, Big, Bold, and Beautiful. Have you always wanted to be an author? And, how did this come about?
That's such a good question. So I'm excited to say it. I know I have long answers, but I'm working on it. But anyway.
Okay, we love it.
Okay. So the book came about, and a lot of people ask, was this intentional? It wasn't intentional. This was really a God thing. It was divine. And so I'm hoping to use this to inspire other young women, other young men to not shy away from forms of therapy, because you never know what comes out of that. I was simply journaling from 18 until my 30s. And sometimes I still write in my phone. And I had an opportunity in an email account that I had put aside as like the spam account. But something told me to check the email account. You know how the seasoned mothers would say in church, baby, that wasn't something that told you, that was the Holy Ghost.
Right.
Literally, I believe it was God that redirected me and said, go and check this account. I checked it and there was a book opportunity. So they were like, do you have a book? I'm like, I ain't gonna tell y'all no, so yes. So I just pulled my journal together and it became a book. So you never know what God is doing in your life when you feel like it's so hard. He could simply be writing a book through you, and it could be providing an answer for someone else. So that is where Big, Bold, and Beautiful came from.
Wow, look at that. Look at God. Look at
God.
Yes,
exactly.
All right, so speaking about big, bold, and beautiful, and you have the experience right now. So what can people expect from that? You have some heavy hitters. Of course, you have Erica Campbell, you have Tasha Cobbs, Seven Streeter, and our friend, Jonathan McReynolds, just to name a few. What you can expect from that? I'm excited.
I'm excited too. So the book is very transparent. Like, I spilled the beans on a lot of things that I wasn't really open about before. And I like transparency. It's like when you're talking about things and you connect, you build a community where it's like, you empowered me and you never even met me before. That's why we fall in love with some of our favorite celebrities, because we see, you know what, you reached it to where you are. You're reminding me that the promise is still yay and amen. It can happen for me. And so I am diving into these questions or these conversations with those names that you've mentioned, because I think it's so important that we share, how did you get over your insecurities? What did you do? You know, because there's always a solution that we can provide for each other. So that's what you can expect from this. And then there's going to be a worship experience, good music. We're going to go crazy. And that's also a part of the experience. So like you said, the album is the experience. That's what I hope to do with my platform. It's not a selfish thing. It's very selfless, hoping to serve my community, my supporters with an experience.
I love it. I love everything.
Thank you.
Girl. So you are so busy. You have the book, the album, the experience, the mentoring, and you just motivate so many people and inspire them, and you don't even know how many people you touch. You also have a clothing line as well, 1160. You want to tell people how you came up with the name and where they can find your fashions?
Absolutely. You can go to my1160.com. So that's spelled out my 11, then the number 60. The name of the line came from my mother's birthday. And it was because my mom always told me, hey, I'm a health advocate. You got to take care of yourself. But if you're going to be curvy, don't be sloppy with it. Own it and wear it well. And so she was always this advocate of being healthy, but also finding the balance of embracing who you are. And so I wanted to, and my mom could dress. I don't know if you saw the movie, but she was a big girl, but she still dressed well, and she still dressed as well now as a curvy woman. So this is where the line was inspired from, in birth, from my mom just dressing me and people wanting to look at me while I was a chunky little girl saying, where you get that from? I need to know what you got on. So, and I wanted to make it easy for the curvy woman. So it's like, you don't always have to go for all of the accessories. You can put on a blouse that has the embellishments with the quality that makes you feel good and confident. So that's where the line is. It is online, and then it's also on Macy's.com also.
Yay, awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome. So wait, did you say, did we see the movie? You mean the Lifetime movie that premiered at #1, the first since 2016? Right. That one?
That one. Yes, as they say, that part.
That
one.
Was it like, what was it like playing your mom? I know the pressure was there. It's a high bar, you know, and I know you're not going to lower the bar. We always just going to reach for it and try to go over. So how was that?
It was definitely something to reach for. It wasn't something that I was already on. And my mom is my best friend. I'm really close with my parents, my mom and my father. But my level of respect, and I get emotional thinking about it because it pulled something out of me trying to be my mom. And it even challenged me to see, oh, you got some leveling up to do as a woman. You think you got it, but you really got to come harder. And sometimes we think to come harder is to talk more or to let everybody know you in the room. But my mom moves like a quiet storm. And I think that that's even what's more powerful. It's like strength behind a veil. We want to know what's behind the veil. So where I give you just a little, but not too much. And so I had to scale back and learn that skill and that art. And even I wanted to adapt you know, my vocality when it came to, because my mom can play, all of the sisters can play. I can't play. The only thing I can play is Lean on Me and Doug from Nickelodeon. So they have this level of creativity. But just to speak really shortly, in the studio, when I was trying to sing this super high note, a few high notes, I was getting lightheaded. Kierra Sheard is a true soprano. I'm an alto who can do some soprano notes. So it was really like a son moment without her being in the room, if you know what I mean. But it was really special.
Wow. So what did your mom say about it? I know she was just like beaming with pride when she saw it. Did you guys have like a crying moment throughout the whole thing? Like, can you get through the movie without crying?
So I didn't get a chance to watch it with my mom, but she did cry. And the cool thing is she cried when I was on set. Because I called her asking questions as if I wanted to study her. And she was just like, what is going on? Why are you asking me these questions? And I said, well, you know, I'm working on the film, right? So she let me know that, I'm getting ready to break down because I can't believe that there's a movie about our lives and I can't believe my daughter is delivering it or a part of delivering it. So it was really special. We didn't get to watch it together though, but she did cry. I cried. And it's just history, I guess.
It's not, I guess, it's definitely history for sure. Herstory, if they like to say.
Yes.
Yes. So sis, the mentorship, let's talk about it. Why was it important for you to start this, and how do you see it evolving, and what's the vision for it?
Oh, the vision for it is I like to see people win, especially when you see potential in someone and you see that someone is powerful. And sometimes they're sleeping on themselves or they're surrounded with dysfunction and not an atmosphere or an environment that's reminding them of the royalty that is in their bloodline. Mm-hmm. And so I've wanted to do for these young women, and it's not I'm higher than you and only I can teach you, but we learn from each other. We build a community and we empower each other to say, hey, that relationship is not for you. That one, that's for you. That's what's going to push you into destiny. And so literally I've seen the effect that the relationship with my Nana had on me. She just passed away due to COVID, but she was my best friend. And I saw what it was like when we came together with my mom and the laughs that we would have with my aunt, and just seeing that community of women where it's like, we have no hidden agendas. We just here to laugh, have a good time. If you wrong, you wrong, we moving on. We not, carrying no vibes. And even just how I'm able to sit here and talk with you all and just look at your smiles and just seeing the agreement. I don't know why I'm emotional. I don't think I'm pregnant, but it makes me want to tear up, because when you see another woman that agrees with you, it's like, okay, I'm not so bad after all, So it just makes me appreciate other women's presence in my life, even if it is from afar.
You know why you get that? Because your energy is great. You have great energy and your vibe, and it's not pretentious. You are genuine, and we feel that. And that's why it comes back to you that way.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. So is there anything that you want people to know about you? Any other projects besides the 10 million you have going on now? Anything else you want to talk about or share, or just want people to know a cause you're passionate about?
I think we covered it all. The music, the book, I am proud of the book. And it's something that I want to get more into. So please support me in that piece. And of course, the music, the deluxe record. I would love for the world to see that when you say gospel, it's not a small thing. We're actually very big. So that is my passion behind it. But in addition to those two things, hopefully you see the service that I want to provide for people more than just the spotlight being on me. So those are some things.
Hey, where can people find you?
My website is at IamKierraSheard.com. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube as just Kierra Sheard or Kierra Sheard-Kelly.
Awesome. Kadeja, anything else?
No, it's just, I can just listen to every word you have to say. It's just so empowering, and your energy, your aura, everything. It's just beautiful, and it's definitely a God, you can tell.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the opportunity.
Yeah.
Thank you for stopping by ThisIsRnB.com. We hope that you come by and visit us again. We love you. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep inspiring people, motivating. Yes, you come from a legendary family, but you are also making your gospel footprints, and let me take that back. You're not just making gospel footprints. You're making your own footprints in the sand by everything you're doing. So keep it up. People look up to you. People adore you. And come back and visit us. And everybody go check out Big, Bold, and
Beautiful. Owning the woman God made you to be.
Get the book. Y'all get the book. We got to support her.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, ladies. Have a beautiful day.
You too.
Bye.
Thank you.